What is up, everybody? It is Carlos Simmons, also known as El Gato, and today we're back with some more anime reactions. We got Aoshi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Or is it Aoshi? I think it's Aoshi. Yeah, we got some Aoshi, episode 2. I'm trying to catch up so then I can do some reactions with other people on the show. Um, but I think it's a great show, honestly. It's got some really good ratings. I would honestly check it out if I was y'all. If you like sports anime, this is a perfect one to enjoy. Follow me on all my socials at Carlos Simmons. It means a whole lot. Follow me on all my socials at Carlos Simmons. It means a whole lot to me. Yeah, I'm finally back to making reactions. So finally feeling good enough to do all this stuff. So, more things to come. With that being said, let's just get into it. The first episode was great, by the way. I honestly think the first episode was really good. It was good enough that I didn't need to do a compilation reaction. So I'm hoping that it keeps up with that same pace, that same excitement for me. So then I don't have to do just compilation reactions. I can just put more reactions out. Now with all that being said, let's just get into it. This man's so lost because I don't think he's ever left anywhere. I don't think I guess, because his family's so is so financially isn't in the best financial situation. I think this man is just never left. So he's completely bewildered. Like, he's like, what's going on here? I don't know what this place is, So I think that's pretty cool, I think it gives even more of a connection to him in the sense of you can feel more of a connection to the underdog story, like he basically has come from nothing and he's gonna try to make something of himself. I might for once actually watch the intro. Giving some Rocky vibes right there, some Ippo vibes, just training on the beach. All the characters look pretty interesting. Okay, all those people look like kids, right? That's fine. They all look like they're high schoolers. Kudos, congrats. I'm hoping that these are the coaches, because if not, they're going up against some grown-ass men. Why does this dude look so angry? What? Damn, he's struggling, but he's gonna get back up. Oh, that's sick. So he sees everything, right? And we're seeing him right now in this little section. 1 second. Right here, we're seeing the crow that flies above, and then we see the crow's eye and then his eye. So basically, he just views everything with a bird's eye view. That's how he's able to see where everyone is all the time. I think that's really interesting, but they already told us that in the first episode, so it's not a spoiler. Oh, and the coach thinks he reminds him of himself when he was younger. That's beautiful. I also really appreciate how there's not a lot of spoilers in the show. Like, obviously, besides him making the team, there's not that many spoilers, but it's kind of obvious that he would eventually make the team. How he makes it, that's what is interesting. Oh, who's that? I think we saw her in the trailer. I mean, not the trailer, in the intro. And I'm guessing, since that was the little girl that became big, I'm guessing that's the coach's daughter. The guy who's scouting the main character, who I keep forgetting his name. So that's what I think is going on there. Damn, she calling him out. Oh, that's the brother. Okay, not the daughter. Got it. So I was completely wrong. That's the little sister of the. 1 second. So I was completely wrong. That's the little sister of the dude who was scouting him. I thought that was a daughter. Obviously, I was wrong, but that's cool to see. That it runs the family. The love for football runs the family. Oh, she's jealous. She's jealous that the brother's not talking about her. Come on, now your brother's trying to make an empire with this team, and you out here all mad. Like, you can't be doing that. Come on now. I feel like he's gonna make the team. I feel like anyone they mention is gonna make the team. He just loves football. Okay, so they're coaches. So they are coaches. I'm glad that they're coaches and not just, the rivaling high school team. Because for some reason in anime, they try to make high schoolers, they try to make grown-ass adults look like high schoolers. And it's always so eerie, like weird to me. I'm like, why? Like, there shouldn't be kids. Also, the coach is wearing flip-flops. Like, yeah, that's how he's built different. He's like, listen, I don't even got to wear cleats and none of that. I don't got to wear boots. Y'all have to wear boots. Me, nah, I don't got to do that. Man just gave a whole ass speech and a great speech, and then flubs it up at the very end just by saying, did I do it right? Like, Chilby, you know what you're doing? All he knows is that he loves football. That's it, and that's all you need to know. I only came because I was bro. You came because you that good, because you love football that much, because you didn't give up on the one training task that he gave you. You stayed up all night and you learned it right away, and you have a fucking a bird's eye view of the field. So you got a bunch of natural latent potential, you're already showing that you're mature enough that even though you're hot-headed, that you're mature in the sense that you trust all your teammates and you see where everyone's going and you trust them to the point that they'll get the ball to you. So you want to earn that spot and you just love football. So you want to just play football. That's why you got invited, fam. Come on now. Don't undersell yourself. Of course he has no respect for anyone else. That's just who he is. Now, I really hope the coach puts him in his place because it's all good for you to be cocky and everything as an MC, but you also need to humble yourself because, oh, come on, I thought you were going to rip him a new one. So he's going to have to go up against, like, there's a small chance, very, 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 very small chance that he can make it in. I mean, obviously he is because, you know, that's just how stories work. But there's still hope for him to make it into the team. It's just going to be really hard because especially since, like they were saying earlier, you know, the people that are part of the youth team, like the really youth team, when they're just still kids, they usually make it because you know all their strength and the weaknesses. So now he's going to have to go up and above all that. Go up above others' expectations for the other players. Damn, that's one sick way of telling y'all that, like, to fire them up. He's basically saying you guys weren't good enough to just join the team automatically. So now you have to prove yourself. Ironically, I think that the ones that were worth just snapping up, they didn't snap up because of the fact that they want to see how hard these players will fight to be on the team. I think that's what's going on here. These two are going to be best friends. They're going to be best friends. I thought at first he was going to try to talk shit to him and, like, you know, amp him up in some way. But nah, these two are in the same exact boat. So they're probably going to become best friends and both making the team. Let me get this straight. You're mad at him because now the rest of the team is fired up, so you gotta try harder. Man, if you don't take that attitude and leave it outside, get the fuck off. Get the fuck off the field. We don't want that shit here. We a winning team. Why does that... Wait. Hold up. It looks like... That looks like a grown-ass man. That looks like you might be just coming out of high school soon. But this guy right here, he looks like he's 30. He looks like he's been drinking and smoking already. And this guy looks like he's been drinking already. These two kids should not be on it. They are not kids. Now you look at all them. This is the oldest looking dude, and he looks like he's maybe a junior in high school or some shit. Everyone else looks like they're freshmen. How are you putting grown-ass adults against kids? What? Nah, that's wild. That's wild. She has so much respect for the sport that it makes me like her character more. What I'm really liking so far about all these characters is how much love they have for football. Like, it's not like they're just talented and whatever, but they actually have a love for the sport. And they have talent. Alright, the reason why the game looks one-sided is because you have basically grown-ass adults versus kids. Like, that's why. So they both got a point. Like, listen, if you're not passing the ball to your teammates, they're not going to pass to you. It's that simple. Like, you can't expect to have the same type of quote-unquote tactics that you did with your own team. Again, football is not a one-man sport. You need the whole team to be able to do something. Y'all need teamwork to win. Hey, man. You know what? That dude's pretty skilled. The rumor is the main purpose of these trials is to work out whether or not to sign him. Really? That's okay. It looks like he works well with his own team. He looks like he's pretty composed. He has great footwork and control of the ball. And I think he's going to be a good player. Yo, like, these guys need to start passing the ball to each other and let their ego out of the way. I understand why they're doing this. Because of the fact that the coach already said, you guys have to basically surpass the expectations that everyone has already set for all the other players. And now surpass expectations for you guys, for anyone that's been scouted to come here, so then you can actually join the team. So they don't want to pass the ball so then they can have these highlight moments. But to have these highlight moments, you need to pass. You need to work as a team. And that's what they're failing to understand. That's really interesting. I never thought about it like that. So you want them to see how well they can adapt to different positions and what they're going to have to come across. Because maybe the position that they were playing with this entire time up to this point isn't the right position for you. And that happens a lot in sports, you know. You'll have players who at first were strikers, then get turned to midfielders in the defense, you know, and defenders. Like me personally, growing up, apparently I was very quick, so I would play as a forward. But I actually preferred playing defense later on because it just worked better with my mind. I could see the plays more and everything else that was going on, and I could read and intercept plays. And I didn't have the most stamina, I guess you could say, or I really wasn't the fastest, as fast as other people would want, as fast as other forwards. So to me, it was better to play as a defender, and I think that's exactly what the coach is trying to see. He's trying to see, are these players good in the position that they're in? Can they adapt to different positions? Or maybe they're gonna find out that, hey, you might have been playing this position your entire life, but that really isn't the position for you. This position is actually the one that's meant for you. It fits your style of play more naturally. They want high IQ players. That makes a lot of sense. Come on, unlock that bird's eye view. Let's go. Let's get fired up. Come on. Oh, it's about to get real. He's getting that bird's eye view. He's about to see everything from every single angle. He's about to show them what he's really got, and he's going to be the cohesive unit for this team. He plays as a forward, but I bet he'd be better as a camp, as a center attacking mid. I think he'd be better as the playmaker if he really has the bird's eye view, because then he can still attack, but he's making all the plays since he sees everyone and where they all are at. He's analyzing everything. He's in the zone. Let's go. I'm hyped. Oh, he's excited. That face right there, this face right here, 1 second. That just shows like, oh, he knows what is going on right now at this very second, and he's excited to see this player, like the dude, just go off and pull off something incredible. I'm waiting to see what it is. I bet he's gonna pass the ball. He's gonna lob it forward. He played them all. Oh, let's see. And now he's understanding. Oh man, and he's playing with these type of cleats too. That's the crazy part. But now I think everyone's gonna understand that he's not a genius forward. He's a genius center attacking mid. He's a genius playmaker. Let's go. What a goal too. What a pass. What a lob forward. He's viewing everything. He's seeing. I think he's really gonna understand that he's not a great forward. He's a great playmaker, which could in turn allow him to be a great forward. And now everyone's excited. I think he just realized right there by just saying that assist feels great, huh? He's not meant to be a forward. He is meant to be the playmaker, the one that makes all the plays, that brings people, that drags people over here and then puts them over there, that moves everything around. And he's going to be able to make high IQ plays, and he's happy about it. He might play a false nine, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, like, you need a player that can get everyone rallied up and behind things. And usually those aren't the captains or anything, but those are very key players for the squad because of the fact that it makes everyone understand each other a little bit more and be able to work more cohesively. So it's important to have those players. Everyone's apparently split on him, and I can see why. He wants to be a forward, but I'm telling you, I think them pulling him back to midfielder is going to be what's best. And I think that's how he's going to make the team. Oh, God, this is awkward as hell. Like, I don't think he's realized the ability he has to see everything and how high of an IQ play he can actually come up with. They're finally starting to build a connection, which is nice. Yeah, she's having flashbacks of her brother, so that means that Io is playing a lot like her older brother, and that means he has the potential of being great. Oof. This is a great cliffhanger. This is a great way to end the episode. All right. So that was Aoashi, episode 2. I'm really liking where things are going. Obviously, with this cover, we can see who makes a team. That's fine. That to me, it's a shocking thing. What I liked about this episode is how we see the coach's mind work, what they're really aiming for, what they want from the players and everything else. But we also see the main character's true ability being a bird's eye view. And I think what's going to end up happening is that they're going to switch his position. I don't think he's going to be playing forward. I don't think that suits him all that well. And we're also seeing that he plays a lot like the coach, which is the girl's older brother, and who is supposed to be an amazing, fantastic player. So that just means he has so much latent potential that I hope he isn't a forward anymore. I hope they switch him to a midfielder, or they put him as a false 9. Either way, I think this show's amazing. I would give this episode an 8. 8.5, honestly. You know, what I like about sports animes and just this genre and more slice of life genre is that the writers, the creators have to they have to bank more on their writing and you being able to connect to the characters and what's going on than these big flashy fights and everything else. So that's why I personally love this more. But like I said, I'm super biased because I love football. So I'm just heavily invested in this, and I can't wait to watch the next episode. But with on this note, I have to leave because I'm about to go get my haircut. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. El gato out. Stay beautiful. Stay blessed. Stay loved. Have a good day.